So Hitman Agent 47 is directed by Alexander Back, written by Skip Woods, and stars Rupert Friend, Hannah Ware, and Zachary Quinto.
So in this film we see Agent 47 go after Katia, a girl in the film, where John Smith is trying to protect Katia while Agent 47 is trying to assassinate Katia, and there's an awkward twist that flips the whole film on its head.
See, if you didn't already think that sounded messy, because it really is a messy plot, and let's just start off with the fact that this film wasn't that good. Like, I didn't think it was anyway. But let's talk about the good first anyway, because the good thing was that the action, as you probably see in the trailer, looks promising anyway, and in the film it's pretty decent. I enjoyed it. They had some really cool concepts and stuff. Whether they delivered it well was another story, but like, I like the ideas behind them anyway.
So the action, obviously we do know it's probably going to be good. Like, they had a big enough budget to make decent action, and the action was decent. But
and I also think it was choreographed by someone who was part of John Wick, which does explain why it did look cool. I just didn't think it was executable.
Anyway, moving on. Another good part of the film is Agent 47 himself. He is really realistic. You completely trust him to be the character he is trying to play, and I feel that is really needed for a film like this, because he has to seem like a deadly assassin and a massive badass, and I'm sure he really is.
He does feel like the character from the games, which is one of the best things about it, definitely. So beginning with the bad, and there's a lot of bad, the characters were pretty wooden, they weren't very compelling, and you didn't really understand why they were doing the things they did. It was explained in the film, but not very well, and especially Zachary Quinto's character, John Smith, he wasn't very interesting at all. He kind of played just this really awkward guy, and I didn't really like him at all. He was trying to be serious and lethal, but he didn't come across it very well, and I think that was just because of Skip Woods' script more than anything. I mean, he's good in Star Trek, and I think with a better script he would have been a lot better in this movie.
So another bad point about this film is the amount of cuts within the action, and there is a lot of cuts within the action. There'll be a 1 second scene where they just put 3 cuts from different angles, where 1 cut would have sufficed easily, and a lot of cuts is good because it makes it more fast paced and it makes him seem like more of a badass.
Sometimes.
However, when they put it in every single action scene within the entire film, just millions of cuts, it becomes overwhelming and just makes the film a lot worse.
And you can't quite see what's going on either. You just kind of know they're moving their feet around and stuff and kicking each other, and you can't see it on screen, so it's kind of awkward to watch. And also another thing that wasn't that great was the fact that the plot wasn't very interesting. I mean, it was very convoluted and messy, and that's probably part of Skip Woods. I know I'm blaming Skip Woods a lot, but he wrote Die Hard 5, and he also did X-Men Origins Wolverine, so who else do you want to blame? But it's really not that great. I wasn't very interested at all. It didn't really feel like a Hitman storyline compared to like Absolution and Blood Money, and it just felt more like a tacked on thing rather than an actual movie.
So, another bad point about this film is the fact that the screenplay is really bad. It's so obvious that they are people on a movie set reading lines, and of course that is every film. However, in really good films, it feels more as if this is someone out and actually saying this, not as if it's someone being filmed saying this. And when that happens in a film, it really takes you out of it, and it makes the film nowhere near as good, because you're expecting a really good film and you get this.
So Hitman is really ideal for cinema, basically. Like, it has some really cool ideas, and I feel like they didn't add enough of the Hitman mechanics to make it feel like a Hitman movie, and when they did use them, it felt a bit shoehorned in, just to say, whoa, it's a Hitman movie, and they could have handled it a lot better, I think, anyway.
So guys, that's been our review of Hitman Agent 47. I'm going to be giving this film a C.
I'm going to give this film a D+.
So guys, if you have enjoyed our thoughts on this film, please be sure to hit like, slap subscribe, and leave us a comment down below if you've got anything else you want us to know. I've been Sam.
I've been John.
And as always, we will see you in the next one.
Woo!